it's Miss Mavis here. I hope that you all are having a good day. It is Tuesday, March 24th, and I have a really fun lesson planned for us today. It is going to require 3 items. These items you most likely already have at home. Your first item, you're going to need a container of some sort, such as a laundry basket or a bowl or a box. I have just this storage box that I had under my bed. You can use whatever you would like. This object you are going to use to throw things in, which leads me to number 2. You're going to need something light but large enough to grip. I do not have balls at my house, but if you have balls, that would be perfect. If you don't, I suggest I'm just going to be using a wadded up pair of my clean socks. And this is going to be for throwing into the container. And then for item number 3, I have tape. And the tape is for where you're going to take pieces from this and we're going to lay them on the ground. Okay, so first step, we are going to take our tape. And what you're going to do is we're going to take 3 pieces of tape. If you would like to do 5, you can do that too, or more. I do not have enough space in my room, so I am just going to be doing 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our tape and we're going to find where it has previously been ripped off. See, it can be kind of tricky to find it because sometimes it blends in. Let me see. So I found, okay, so mine ripped off here. And what you're gonna do when you find where it last was ripped off is you're gonna kind of pick at it with your finger, and this will cause the tape to kind of peel off. And once you get a tiny, tiny piece that comes up, you can kind of see that there, you're going to take your fingers, pinch that piece, and pull. And you don't need a huge piece. I'm only taking a piece that's about this big. It's about the size of my palm. And what you're going to do is you're going to pinch the part closest to the roll, and then pinch right next and pull your fingers in opposite directions. So now you have your first piece of tape. Alright, after you have ripped off your first piece of tape, we're going to take the same roll. There should be a piece sticking up like this from where you previously pulled your first piece off. So we're going to take off piece number 2. We're going to pinch, just pull a little, and we're going to pinch right close to the tape. Take our other hand, pinch right by this hand, and pull in opposite directions. And now you have your second piece of tape. Alright, and now that we have 2 pieces of tape, we're going to take off 1 more, leaving us with 3 total. So we'll take our roll again, find where it was just ripped off, pinch, and pull just a little. Take your other hand, pinch right by the tape, take your other hand, pinch right by your fingers, and pull. And now we have a total of 3 pieces of tape. Alright, now that we have our 3 pieces of tape, we can go ahead and get started. But first, what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to clean up my space. I have a rug down, so I'm going to walk over to it. And just like at Monarch, I'm going to roll the rug up so that I have a nice clean space to work at. I'm going to place my rug out of the way. And now we can begin. Alright, now that we have gotten our rug out of the way, we can go ahead and get started for good. I am going to take my box and just set it down anywhere you would like. I'm going to set mine right here. And now we're going to grab our tape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one foot directly next to my box, And I'm going to take my other leg and put it right behind that foot, and take my first leg right behind my other leg. And now I've taken three steps back, and I'm going to take one piece of tape and put it right where my toes are. And that is where our first piece of tape is going to go. And now I'm going to do the same thing. Take one leg, put it behind the other, take the other leg, put it behind that leg, and bring them together, and that is where my second piece of tape is going to go. So we'll put the second piece right in front of our toes, and repeating the same process. Take one leg, put it behind the other, take one leg, put it behind the other, and one more time. And this is where my last piece of tape is going to go. Now that we have our 3 pieces of tape set up, we're going to go ahead and begin. So we're going to walk over to the first piece, and we are going to put our feet right on the tape. And what you're going to do is you're going to try and throw your sock or ball or hacky sack, whatever you have, in the container from the first piece of tape. Alright, and since I made it that time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my sock, and I'm going to walk on over to the second piece of tape. And I'm going to face the basket, and I'm going to put my toes right on the piece of tape, and I'm going to try to throw it in again from here. Alright, and I didn't make it that time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pick up my sock, and I'm going to go back to space number 2 and try again from there until I make it. Alright, and I made it that time. So I'm going to pick up my sock, and I am going to go all the way to the third piece. So we're going to face the basket, put our toes on the piece of tape, and aim from here. Alright, and I made it that time. Alright, that is it for today's activity. Once you guys get to the farthest piece of tape, you can repeat this game as many times as you would like. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.